Okay, I think we've been subtle long enough. Let's... Might have turned down the desktop audio with this one, because the network test decided they want a full orchestra and they are cranking the volume. Let me know if the audio levels need to be adjusted. Everything sounds appropriate on my end. Unlike that Bloodborne ambience I had playing while I was still getting things loaded in the background, where, again, I went for ambience, not an OST, but at the same point, if I just wanted hacking and general urban noises, I have a microphone. I don't even need to go anywhere, that's just my default ambiance. Okay, I'm going to leave this in the background for the moment because the network test itself is still an estimated 23 minutes and 18 seconds away. So we can try to get in. I don't think it's going to work. I already gave you my soul in the EULA. Another one? Fine. I forfeit the likeness of my thoughts, the very fabric of my existence. Yeah, been here. Done that. Legalese. To the depths with you. And calibrations, connection status, locking in. Yep, we still have approximately 22 minutes and 30 seconds to go. More! How you doing? Part of me was hoping you would actually get something resembling reasonable sleep, and then I remembered it's still you, so who am I to judge? Okay, we can't get in yet, but we can still leave that in the background, or I could just put my own ugly mug front and center. So, unfortunately, we are still waiting approximately 21 minutes and 56 seconds. The estimate is 10 p.m. EST. However, actually trying to get a concise answer on which was the correct time for my time zone, eerily difficult. I don't even know why Google was fucking it up so badly. It has to do with the AI assistant integrations, and I guess it doesn't think my time zone is EST. So it kept giving me Pacific times, and then it kept reversing AM, PM. I should have been recording my goddamn browser at the moment because it seemed like the AI was just shitting bricks. Maybe I'm not. I don't know what was going wrong with me trying to just look up the time the beta starts. Because, spoiler, this was not planned to be the first session. The first session was supposed to be this morning, for me at least. It's good morning for you. For me, it's good evening. There was originally supposed to be a beta session this morning, EST-wise, where it would have still been August 21st for everybody involved. But they canceled the first play session for the beta. So now we have, let's see, there's the one we're getting ready for presently. There's going to be one midday tomorrow, 2 p.m. EST. There's going to be one on Sunday, and some territories are technically counting as a start on Monday, but for me it would count as starting on Sunday as well. So this is the first of the 4 remaining beta tests. Well, sessions for this one beta test, let me clarify. So, we're already 20% of the way done! That's clapping, not fapping. I'm not ready to jerk off from yet. I don't play Night Rain, so I don't know how I feel about this being a multiplayer-only game. The last Soulsborne game I really sunk my teeth into was probably Dark Souls 3. I played a bit of Elden Ring. Unfortunately, that's when I was migrating back to Monster Hunter, so I didn't put as much time as I would have liked into Elden Ring. I still haven't done the DLCs, I barely played the base game. So, I would want to go Elden Ring again in the future. probably going to get my shit pushed in, but you know what? That's going to happen tonight, too. If you're here for skilled gameplay from a veteran FromSoft... I can't even finish the sentence with a straight face. No. You're going to be disappointed. No, I don't have extensive lore knowledge either. I'm not Vati Vidya. I don't have skills with this particular genre either. Skills, he says. The only reason I have skill at any Bloodborne or Soulsborne or Demon Souls, Dark Souls, you name it, Sekiro, is because it used to be Dex was labeled skill. I had to go skill at least once in Bloodborne. One of the starting weapon options was a Pimp Cane. I had to. It was skill-based. Still doesn't mean I was skillful myself. Okay, let's check on the game again. See if we can get in. We are still waiting 18 minutes and 32 seconds. I'm not counting on it, but I can dream. Don't make me fulfill the EULA every time I try to log in. Okay, good. I don't have to do that. At least we have a background and an OST playing. Hydrate while I wait. I've got one bottle with me. I feel like I might need to get another one, depending on how long we go. In an ideal world, I'd like to play for the entirety of this beta session. Not the entire beta, don't get me wrong. But the beta sessions for Duskbloods, they're only going to be available in 4-hour increments, and I think some of them might even be 3-hour increments, depending on the day. This one, the now first session for the beta, is going to be from 10 p.m. EST to 2 a.m. EST. So, 4-hour session, followed by a 12-hour down period. They bring it back at 2 p.m. EST. I'm probably not going to play any of the beta on Saturday, unfortunately. I could try to come back on Sunday evening, though. Sunday, I think, has another 10 p.m. start. Honestly, not sure if I will, though. It depends on if I can come around to a FromSoft game being multiplayer first. I'll be honest with you. When I played Dark Souls, when I played Bloodborne, I didn't get far enough in Sekiro to have an opinion on it. Probably the same amount. Actually, did I get more into Sekiro or Elden Ring? Neither one I got far in, mind you. I finished Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Bloodborne. I platinumed Bloodborne. I 100%ed that one. But experience does not translate to talent, I gotta tell ya. My insights are minimal. They were all stolen by slugs. They tried to French kiss my ear. What was I gonna do? I had a point when I started that sentence, and I just wandered off. Right, as I was saying, when I go to, like, classic Souls games, I usually do solo offline. I can't even remember the last time I did multiplayer in a Souls game with a friend. Never mind keeping it online to get invaded by actual human players. Probably... would I have to go back to Dark Souls 2? I think I would have to go back to Dark Souls 2 just because I was trying to get more fun out of it. Dark Souls 2 is a struggle. I don't think it's a... I'm really fighting my instinct on what to describe it with. I think Dark Souls 2 is the Godfather 3 of the original Dark Souls trilogy. It's not bad, necessarily, but the rest of the series around it has a completely different bar. Dark Souls 2 just doesn't hit it. I think it's still a fine dungeon delving ARPG, hack and slash. You want to name it what you want to name it, fine. It doesn't feel like it's in the same vein as DS1 and 3. I think I might go back to Demon Souls more than I go back to Dark Souls 2. You know, I have the PS5 version of Demon Souls, still barely touched it. Maybe I should go back to Demon Souls with the remake. I've heard mixed things, unfortunately. So I don't know if I would want to go that route. Maybe I go back to the PS3 version. I have both. And I actually have a way to stream PS3 now, so... Yeah, even if I go back to PS3, PS4, PS5 Souls games, I still think I would rather go offline solo. And when we're talking Switch 2, I played a little bit of Pokemon Champions, and I still feel like even for a turn-based RPG, I don't know if the online's enough to write home about for an always-online game with the kind of timing and precision required by a Souls-like. Or would you say it's a Souls-like if it's still FromSoft? The word Souls is not in the title. There's not even Born, like Bloodborne. No, this is Duskbloods. I have an Ethernet cable plugged in, or do I? Hang on. I had to change around my recording setup earlier because I was using my Switch 1 for Pokemon Terra raids. Let me actually make sure I have my Ethernet plugged in. Tracking is going to break. Haha! Never let it be said, I did not give this game a fighting chance. I am plugging in the Ethernet as we speak. If only I could see it. Ah! Okay, I'm giving the online a fighting chance. Just go back to the home menu. It's showing Ethernet now. Yep. It's like, I'm going in very skeptical because, again, I prefer single-player Souls experiences over multiplayer. I'm not a Night Rain player at all. I saw previews for the game, and it's like, this is not for me. This is Fortnite Souls. No. I'm hoping I'm wrong with Duskbloods, though. Maybe I just want that Bloodborne itch scratched again. Call me an optimist! But yeah, as of this, we are currently 12 minutes and 2 seconds away from the beta going live. We'll still try again. An optimist since when? Since I learned how to lie. Because it's clearly not going to happen. It's not true. I am the deceiver. I've hidden my face. You can't see my tells. For real. Absolutely. God damn it. Okay, 11 minutes and 35 seconds. Elden Ring is one game I would like to go back to, even though I know it's no longer quite so pristine in reputation. I think the base game has survived the scrutiny of time. But the DLCs, especially the second Radon fight, that got spoiled for me. And people are brutal. Dang, your emotes ain't working. I see them working on my end, but looks like one animated emote post, and then 3 were static. I think your phone's given up on you. You are allowed to surrender, although you're not in France right now. You could invade France. Let them surrender on your behalf. Oh, nah, you mean you can't select any. Ah, fair. Okay. So yeah, Night Rain was not really enough to tempt me into even trying a purely multiplayer Souls game. I'm not even sure if Night Rain functions if you want to solo queue. I'm guessing it does, but I didn't dig enough into it. I'm not gonna buy a copy of a game I don't expect to play. That's what Steam sales are for. I did see some steep sales on Night Rain earlier this year. I think on Amazon, not sure if it was Prime Day, Night Rain was down to like $10, $12. At least for the Amazon exclusive edition, which I don't know what's so exclusive about it. Night Rain. You made the mistake of assuming Souls players had friends. Maybe the good ones do. I'm an example of playing socialization on Souls mode difficulty. You want me to queue with 2 other human beings? And you expect us to actually be good at a multiplayer game? I'm already losing the battle with my internet connectivity. Multiplayer is a big ask, especially, again, with a game as fast and precise as a Souls-like. Although I do hear Night Rain has unique bosses, which makes me want to give it a chance. Ah, dear. The temptation's real. But, you know, we don't have to worry about getting that Night Rain fixed tonight, because Duskbloods should be live in approximately 8 minutes and 47 seconds. Prove me wrong. Go live early. Let me believe! Let me believe? Praise the fuck you, son, damn it! Ugh! It was too good to be true. I took Solaire in vain! Forgive me, son bros! Okay then, 8 minutes and 12 seconds it is! It'll be here soon enough. I've been itching for it. Like, I haven't played Bloodborne probably since, I don't know, a year after I platinumed it. I could probably look up that trophy, but I don't want to open more windows right now. I'm worried about the game performing well enough. I don't need to add anything else to the recording problems. Things will break by themselves. I don't need to add. Yeah, I don't think I've played Bloodborne, I don't know, 2017, 2018? I would have to look up the trophies. But it has been more than a hot second. You're getting Tyrer finally? Tyrer? Tyrid? I.MA? You're in Massachusetts! Have fun with the game. I'm gonna try to sleep. You have a good rest. Rejuvenate your spell checker, too. Have a good sleep, though. I appreciate it. These fucking nails, you swear to God. You shouldn't have gotten the glamour claws, then. Maybe get one of those, what's the name of the game from Star Trek TNG? The one where Data has those, Ethernet cables glued to his fingertips. He forces the alien to rage quit. He can't beat him, but he can force him to lose. Yeah, you need one of those. Or you could just roll your face across the keyboard. That'd probably be equally... It might actually improve your spelling. Go to bed. Get a good rest. I'll catch you soon. Thank you for dropping by. Fuck me! No. That's what the enemies are for. I'm about to get fucked in ways you can't even imagine. Like Pinhead would gasp. Come on, 6 minutes and 7 seconds. We're so damn close. Just let me in. Let me in! Okay, that's your cue to leave. I'm sorry, our hats, that's your cue to leave. I'm surprised you got okay right. You could have just done 2 letters. Then again, that's a challenge. I don't want you to get that wrong, but you might rise to it. Okay, we are at 5 minutes and 31 seconds. Let's check again, one more time. Checking save data. We're not going to have to go through the end-user license agreement again. That's an improvement. Bitch! Okay. Yeah, I'm aware. Alright, we are at 5 minutes and counting. It is on the tip of my... I shouldn't say that. It's so close. You know what? One of my friends told me to harass them as soon as I go live with Duskbloods. I'm going to give him a 5-minute warning. He's the actual Souls player that knows what they're doing, so maybe I can take him hostage. I couldn't get him to join me for this because he did not cave and get a Switch 2. Okay, now let's see. Where are you in my war crime list? Stop trying to turn all of my text into websites. Do I really only use my texting to copy-paste random crap like this? I don't know what my spell check patterns are, but I just texted him, beta goes live in 4 minutes, and I'm on Twitch if you want to hang. There you go. T-minus 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Ooh, just the one in front of it's missing. It's a very elite time to wait. So, I don't suppose we could get lucky, perchance, and just stumble in a little bit early. There's no hope of that, is there? Not a single shred of hope. Not a one. Wait! Session 1, we got fucked, but we got Session 2. New game. Defaults. Just give me defaults. Yeah. Just defaults and everything. Yeah, so let me get in. Come on, there we go. All right, hunters, time to hunt. Oh.
I give you.
A woman's touch, too overpowered. Can't deal with that, boss.
I give you.
I'm not trading. I'm keeping mine.
Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very
When a woman
dust.
wants to bleed on you and share the Wheel of Time, just say yes.
Spirit,
Preferably the album, but the book's good too.
may you come.
I came looking for Bloodborne and all I got was herpes. That's too many particle effects. We're almost up to a PS4 level of fidelity. Damn, bitch got ghosted. He left. He's still 17 seconds early for the beta. Bitch! I got in early for nothing. Motherfucker. Let me back. I was in. I got to name my character and everything. Come on. Don't make me sweat this. It was working. I was in. I got the cutscene and everything. Did I have to be nice to the cutscene? Because that's not going to happen. Yes, I know the session times. The first one was canceled, yada yada yada. Oop. Regarding the posting and streaming of videos and screenshots, maybe I should have read this one. We ask that you refrain from posting or streaming videos or screenshots of the network test for this title as it is currently under development. Aha. Well, I didn't get DMCA'd, so I might have to politely decline that request. Yeah, listen, FromSoft, you know how big you are. You can ask that, but we're still gonna. I was even saying nice things about Dark Souls 2 earlier. You know I'm gonna give you a fair shake. Just let me in. Ah, that text is new. Okay. Do-over for the cutscene. I guess the first time we went live 3 minutes early, they didn't have that scrolling network text on screen. Do we let it play again? Can I interrupt it? Oh, there is a skip. Okay. I'm gonna let it play again. Hopefully I don't talk over the woman.
I give you.
If you paste your text, I wouldn't worry about it, though.
I give you.
Jesus, bitch. Does your tongue know any haste?
Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very
A moonlight
depths.
serenade? That's not very Sinatra of you. Actually, no, it was even used in Bayonetta 3. That counts.
May you come.
The second I stop talking shit about the cutscene and actually have to start playing, you're going to realize how incompetent I am. It's non-exaggeration. I think I've seen subtler PNG transitions on the PS2. Blood Moon Rising. And there we go. The bitch has been abandoned. Now we can return to our Souls games. Let's see if this one instantly takes me back to the main menu again. It didn't automatically kick me. We're in! Okay, we have some finite resources. I probably shouldn't just mash buttons. I shouldn't. Okay, system menu on plus. Looks like we have a soft... No, we can still move during this. Okay. LB. That's a tap. Shield. That's ammo. Okay, so... Light, heavy, standard fare. I saw that there was a triple jump earlier on in, do we get triple jump out of the gate? We can still get a double jump. That's fucking generous. Okay, that burned a resource, but it looks like that's rechargeable. It's not like a perishable item. A for dodge. Alright. You know, we could continue onward, but the void calls. You can still dodge midair. That's good to know. Really? Just freely respawn me? No punish? Yeah, the movement with the jumps and dodges is already feeling like it's a bit more floaty than I would prefer, so... No, you do get up to 3. No fall damage from any height, unless you go over a bottomless pit, so... Was trying to go for an air assassinate. Altair must be disappointed. No need to sprint up there. That seems like it's already very hasty. Triple jump, single air dodge, though. Okay. Bloodsworn can use powerful techniques known as Bloodsworn skills. Cannot be used in rapid succession. After using a skill, you must wait for a fixed period of time before you're able to use it again. Blood Blade. Okay, we're going Netflix Castlevania route, I suppose. Any bodies willing to volunteer? You'll do. Nearly dead on the third enemy, at least. No Estus or the like. Although it does seem like we're regenning. Not sure for how much longer, though. Nothing around the building. Okay, fine. It's too early to start hunting for secrets. I get it. I can't turn off that part of my brain, though. Stained glass. Somebody should probably bleach that.
The night carries the iron scent of blood.
Oh, Pajama Sam's
Were you
here.
too drawn by the dusk?
I want to ask you a question. Who stigmatted the Humongous Collection? You couldn't even pull it out properly.
The moon tears will flow for one, and one alone. Let us determine the deserving heir.
Okay, let's see if I can speedrun getting killed. I'm not gonna do it on purpose. But I got next to no health. Slow walk. Yep. I just walked up and died. Maybe I should have jumped off the cliff to get some health back first. Who's yiffing at the moon now? Is it Bale?
Another right.
What's his name? The werewolf from early part of Elden Ring.
I'm afraid our
Blade?
quarrel means nothing.
Yeah, of course it means nothing. Progress is not carried over from the beta. This doesn't count. I can fail, and it's not official. Never mind the evidence. Okay, I'll lick my wounds. Can you put on real pants?
If you can stand up to the beast, perhaps we will meet again.
You can't even stand up to a wardrobe. What are you, Narnia-phobic? Ah, of course. After your first soft PvP experience, then you get Estus. Okay, so there's no other items to scroll through. It's just, you got your Estus, you got your Blood-Sworn Blade, and that's it for now. You know, if that feels like a scripted loss, I wonder if I could have run and gotten backstabbed by him. Get into the podium. Enter it. There we go. Yeah, not quite where I planned on lecturing from, but how big are the people here? Like, you'd barely be able to see over the railing. Hell, just the ledge keeping your papers mounted. Am I a manlet? Is that the true Bloodsworn challenge? Just overcoming being a... Ugh. Am I even on the step, or... I just squat on the step, I suppose. I can't get any taller. Ugh. I'm being defended by Tinder search settings. Well, you don't have to swing to break these. They just run into them. And if it was Bayonetta 1, that would summon a train. Actually, no, dismiss a train and then let me get a Moon Pearl. I'm disappointed. Can I get up to that window? Hang on. Well, I can hit it, but I can't break it. That was fun while it lasted. I feel like left and right would be more natural for cycling rather than going down to cycle and then right to quick use, but that's just me on the button preferences. It's going to be a Switch 2 game. I don't know if you can remap that or not. Didn't lock on. Okay. After earning a certain amount of experience, your level will go up. Gotcha. So you can't do manual stat allocations. They are going back to the Night Rain school of stats. Gotcha. Obtainable effects? I just hit a roof a little bit, come on. And also, it is giving you hard pause in this section, so... generous. More on kin later. Gotcha. Again, I know it's a tutorial zone, but I'm tuned to look for secrets. Guarding! Something I'm going to fail every time except when it's forced by the tutorial. Just you watch. Come on, take another shot. Ow. Like I said, timing. And what is it to reload? Just hold ZL? Because it says YZL. I was holding Y first. I wasn't holding it in combination. Okay. Stagger. Okay, we're still going with something Sekiro infused. L and ZR to howl. So I guess this is for perfect parries. How much stamina was that? Okay, almost half. You could get away with 2 of those in sequence. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get on that sloped roof. But I can get closer. Drink wood, okay. Okay, so executions, basically. Whatever it was trying to teach me about drinking blood, I did not learn. But a win's a win. I feel like I'm acclimating to the controls a little bit, but it's still not quite clicking in my head. The boundary of the network test, huh? So, yeah, letting me do multiplayer now, or how is that working? Ah, okay. Cutscene number 2. Or 3. I can count. I'm also a liar.
You're finally here.
Yeah, and you belong in that Steam Anthro sale.
Worthy spirit.
Worthy! Oh, you don't know who I am at all. This is perfect. I'm a bigger poser than Jojo. I'm a bigger fraud than Rango. They'll just let me sneak on through. Alright, this guy looks like he's planning on doing all 4 of the betas. You've been on something of a bender, sir. Would you like a comb? You could see Pajama Sam coming this time. Straight to the hub. Fair enough. Really? Fast travel? Already? You clearly want me to go there, so I'm going to ignore it. At least for a moment. The Great Withered Book. Nah, that's still fine for a used bookstore. Hardly touched. Character customization? God damn it. But that is going to be a feature. Good to know. I think they realize gamers don't look up. I can barely even see the ceiling, let alone what's on it. Emotes? There's no character customization, but they included emotes for the beta. You know what? Sure. Hold plus for emotes? And then right analog for this. Oh yeah, we can get drag off the Estus. For Sovngarde. When you want to cosplay an Imperial dog.
I apologize.
When I reference the main quest from Skyrim. Nobody likes the Civil War. Although if this emote is universal, I hope the female characters have very strictly defined clothing. This is going to be ripe for abuse no matter who uses it. My lady. My ass. Maybe I should have talked to the first thing I saw instead of skipping around, but... Practice Bloodsworn actions in the courtyard in the House of Night. Oh, you're not really an NPC. You're a training dummy. I wonder what's super effective against Golem. So that's how the blood thing works. Okay. Good to know. As you were. It's hard to even look straight up in this. Not Dragon's Dogma 1 level of difficulty to look straight up, but that game was also compensating for the fact they didn't have a moon. Okay, hold Y and then tap ZL. Got it. Nothing else interactable in here. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with default lighting settings. It hasn't screwed me completely. Not yet. I say as I'm getting my eyes blown out by so much bloom you think it's named Orlando. Okay, that's not for today either. Right. Oh, wait. There's probably nothing, but I'm gonna jump on the chandeliers to see. Just in case. You give us platforming, and there's nowhere to platform to. That looks like it might be doable. Let me try again. If there's nothing blocking it off, my timing is just shit. Okay, fine. We'll interact with the thing I should have interacted with to start with. Wheel of Time. Battle Remembrances. Virtue. All 4 phases of a dusk battle, huh? So, database. Thank you for the codec. How many emotes did you add for the beta, but no character customization? Okay, I guess these are character exclusive. Maybe not all of them, but enough. So you can choose for dusk battles. I'm guessing you can't choose for battle remembrance. Pajama Sam, my new rival. You got crucified just so you could have a built-in flamethrower? You know what? I respect it. You can jump with a flamethrower. Mario, eat your heart out. We have... I don't know, a woman. She's gonna welcome us to the rice farms, I guess. Throwing multiple blades. An Asian woman. I guess it's Knives Chow. Goody, I really need another Scott Pilgrim game. We have someone coming down with Simpsons jaundice. A sniper? A sniper with bonus evasion tech. I feel like you're going to be especially annoying. Okay, so we have 2 men, 2 women, old, and Zork. I wonder if Konami would sue for that. Nah. His dick doesn't look like a dragon head. Would be censored hard enough. A senator. Ugh. What inhuman abomination. He's got the pimp cane, though. I could go for a skill build a la Bloodborne. Spectral bird. Man's got a pimp cane and flips the bird for his special. Okay. Right now, you're my front runner. Zork and friends. You look enthusiastic. He just smacks people with an undersea Ethernet cable? He's too powerful. Ugh, excuse me. Ugh. Get me the senator again. I could call you Armstrong, but... Nah, sorry, you need nanomachines. You got a severe nanomachine deficiency. Let's take him for a spin. You get 3 mid-air jumps? Three mid-air jumps and an air dodge. Okay. Okay, Bloodsworn Blade gets 3 charges to start with. Whatever he's got, only 1 at a time needs a full recharge. Same blood sucking for everybody. Good to know. Spectral bird. Do I have to reload the bird? No need to reload the bird. It works with even a sliver, but you can't reload it if you need it in bulk. Good to know. You still got a block. Only 1 retreating strike. Good to know. Guess that's better off charged. Alright. I think I'm probably better off learning by doing, so I should go back to those battles of remembrance. Good to know. You know, I'm going to leave the settings unchanged for the time being. If staying with defaults and everything bites me in the ass, it bites me in the ass. Let's go to Battles of Remembrance so we can actually learn what we're doing. I can know I'm failing properly. You're going to put me back on standard McDefault, I know. He's got that hentai protag hair. You want to really make sure I get fucked as that guy. Oh boy. 3 NPCs remain. Which one's gonna kill me first? Last known location. Hopefully you would get a more up-to-date location if they were in a party, but we'll see. Mark the map with pins, okay. Legion regional features. Yep. Can I still move around in the background? I guess it's still treating this as single-player stuff. So, it's letting us pause, liberally. My apologies for the yawning. This is definitely not my usual hours, so... I'd like to actually be able to fall asleep. Unfortunately, tired just seems to stay tired. We'll see how this goes. Blood Pledge Pillar. You know, excuse me, just a moment. Ugh, even with the mute, you probably heard that one. Ugh, just... Slime. Slime all the way down, and up, and left and right. Ugh. Don't let me get corrected by the frog. Okay. I feel like you could just have the legend on the right with an additional pop-up. You don't need to have 3 separate windows for it. This just seems like an odd menu choice. Keeping the menu blocked out by the legend. The legend should be off to the side, like here-ish. Although I don't know what's supposed to be on the right here, so maybe that would be obfuscating too much. That's as zoomed out as it gets. Good to know. So is that 3 depths? Two, 3, 4. It's either 3 or 4. I can't tell because I'm trying to move faster and failing. Trying. Great foes, repulsion virtue. Okay. So you can check the codex from here as well. The menuing just seems clunky, but again, it's a Souls game. That's to be expected. Ooh, a little compass, too. Suboptimal, how is the game? Honestly, it's feeling a bit floaty, and I'm not sure if that's a lack of familiarity with how Night Rain felt, or it's just not as tight as you would expect from a Souls game. I'm in the first Battle of Remembrance after going through the tutorial and checking out the main hub area. I tried out another character I think it might be more my vibe, but for the Battles of Remembrance, while you're getting tutorialized, it chooses a character for you. So far, it's not grabbing me quite as much as the Hunter's Dream in Bloodborne, but a greater foe could mean greater virtues, so let's see if we get lucky. No, we're getting staggered, can't howl it. Probably gonna die. Oh yeah, love the mid-air drag on that. That's all my Estus. Get back here. Floaty is not something you like to hear when it involves FromSoft. Yeah, Floaty can work with Armored Core, but not Souls. But hey, you can shoot him out of the air, that's not nothing. Blood roses sprout from the bloodstains of fallen great foes. And choose one from a list. Oh boy, the roguelite elements. Successful guarding, that's not gonna happen. Restore HP or boost attack. I like to pretend I can use this to heal. Does my character sparkle in the sun? No, but he is a silver-haired anime boy with a significant case of aggressive bangs, so he might be a hentai protag. Okay, it lingers for a bit, but you can't re-interact with that. Okay. Locations of trespassers on map. Okay, so I guess I could go northeast to see what that's about, but I'm a little low on health. Answer co-op? Okay, I guess I can accept that. No friendly fire. Thank fuck. Okay. Reloading.
I remember you from that night.
Yeah, I walked up to you and got flattened. No, actually, you set me on fire. This guy flattened me. Oh, bullshit. Continuous AoE spam. Yeah. That's enough distance, okay. You have a gun, it's not quite intended the same way as Bloodborne, so it's not for parrying. I think they actually expect you to deal ranged damage. Zork and friends, Trespasser felled. Can you put that Ethernet cable back where it came from? You know what? I don't know. Can I still pick? Was I too late? Okay, I can still pick. You know what? I'll take my jumps not getting interrupted, please and thank you. Level 7. Yeah, like Night Rain, you don't get to choose your stat going up. You just level up. You get what you get. Pledge Virtue, okay. Probably gonna get my shit pushed in if I go for another Bloodsworn. Penalized for desertion? What is this, a Battlefield game? Okay, I gotta get there then. Info screen, not gonna make it. Nah. No fall damage, at least. I'll take that while I'm on the way. Just keep going north. I don't know how time sensitive it is, so I'm just going to keep focusing on moving. You get a quadruple jump, a mid-air dash, and it's still not quite hitting. Is this blocked off for the beta? Because that's the effect they were using earlier. Am I supposed to be on top of this structure or in it? Okay. I get ads now? I get ads now! I'm sorry, I don't have my plugins where I can see when that's happening. Ah, which one of you? Okay, I'm not getting staggered midair, but I'm still getting set on fire. Am I supposed to be here or under this? I can't find anything to pledge to. Didn't mean to hit that twice, not even sure what it did. You know what? Have a Molotov. Ow! Stay locked on first. Stagger defense up. You know, sure, yeah. I'll play defense. I will say, I was taking the piss a little bit with the Switch 2 graphical comparisons earlier. This doesn't look bad. Maybe not as high fidelity as more recent games, but stylish, I'll give it that. Then again, From has never really been a graphical powerhouse, not in my memory. It's just not hitting the same as Bloodborne in terms of style. This feels like it wants to be Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3 with a hint of Bloodborne. Okay, so the, I guess that was pointing me towards the entrance of the building, not necessarily the pillar itself. A good artistic vision can save low graphical fidelity, absolutely. Hold Y to swear, okay. Can get overwritten, though. Okay, so don't get married to it. You gonna wake up and take it back? Oh, hold, okay. Not quite a T pose, but I'll take the L pose. I'll probably be taking the L momentarily. Only getting Virtue by defeating Bloodsworn and only at the Virtue site. Okay. Ritual site. Okay, send me another Bloodsworn then.
You too must be a bloodsworn of dusk, and the dusk yearns for blood. There will be no quiet moonlit night.
Random task, please! Okay, that's not nothing. Second female I've encountered in the game, and now they're both dead. Good. So I guess that's round 1, simulated. Can't really do anything else with this. I don't understand what I'm looking at. Sword, Pledge, Repulsion. I got nothing for Flame, 1 other. There's no breakdown, so... I cleared it. I think that counts as a positive. And now for the Blood-Drenched Moon. Play all 4 phases. Attain Virtue to survive the culling and experience the final battle. Moon Blood Bestowal. Also, from what I've heard, the final round of this, the Moon Blood Bestowal, there's only one version of the final round in the beta, but there will be other ways to conclude the 4th round. So I guess if you don't just want a bloody battle royale in a single... I've seen people with fall damage on it, but it's a fairly closed-off arena. There's going to be options in the full game. We're probably not going to see that tonight. And Sigil, what is this? Or in the Sigil known as the Sigil of a Sworn Enemy. We'll do them in order from top to bottom, so... Next up, Blood-Drenched Moon. You fight other players? I haven't fought other players yet. It's still tutorializing me. I could, if I wanted to, just go straight into multiplayer, but I feel like I don't understand the systems well enough. And that's even before getting into my own skill level, or lack thereof. 4 phases, ritual sites, none of them in phase 1, okay. No cullings for the first 2 phases. Okay, will it tell us what the virtue thresholds are beforehand, or is MP an option or a feature? It seems like the only thing that's single player is the tutorial and these battle remembrances. Everything else revolves around multiplayer, unless there's more that I haven't been told yet. So, I guess it technically has more single-player stuff than Night Rain, but I didn't play Night Rain, so I don't have a frame of reference. And like that, you've lost. Yeah. I'm still giving it a fair shot. I'm not saying I never play multiplayer in Dark Souls, but, it's not my primary focus, or even in the top 5. But I'll give it a shot. Intermissions? So you can drop from the battle bus over again. Right. Except if everybody picks the same one, you could just be randomly yeeted in a different direction. Okay, you know what? Send me to the Nethers. Don't know how much virtue I need to get for each round, but there's only going to be a culling in Phase 3 this time, so... Red dot, phase ends. Where are we dropping? In your FromSoft game? I think the horse was getting there in Elden Ring, anyhow. Not in terms of fall damage, but, got some distance. Kin. Summoning circles are found at the base of the chains of light that stretch into the sky. Okay. The ring, the blade, and the eye. Okay. Ikins are known for being... What's distinctive about the other two? I'm just being told eyes might be more difficult. I'm going for it. You're also too large for this area.
My dear Bloodsworn, I expect much from this supper.
Oh, goody. It's a blood moon, and I have a feeder. Open the function menu by holding Y. This seems like a lot of hassle. Wait a minute, they don't even die permanently? There's a cooldown on them dying once you've entered a covenant? Okay. Alrighty. Hold Y and... Thank you for all the pop-ups explaining stuff before I've even finished learning the previous thing. Defeat enemies to gain levels, find and acquire items, venture across the lands of Dusk to discover various ways to gain in power and earn additional virtue. Check the icon next to the area name to see. Okay. Etc. You already got 4 things there, and I barely learned 1. Also, the legend in the map is terrible. It's just 3 pop-up windows, and you can't even look at the entire legend in one screen. Like, even if you're going to cover the map to show the legend, you don't need 3 separate windows in a row. But we're talking clunky menus in a FromSoft game. I would expect clunky menus. I wouldn't expect a battle bus. FromSoft maps don't go together. They do not, no. Bloodsworn skill level requirements cannot be used at all until a certain level has been required. Well, I don't have any powers of blood right now, so I can't check any of those. Okay, I've got no indication as to whether or not I have enough virtue. Or if I do, I don't know where to look for it.
Fall quietly into the night's embrace.
Oh, where are you now? There you are. Nope, I'm down. Couldn't dodge out of both of them. Okay. Will revive when defeated and continue fighting in the Dusk battle. Get wrecked! Yeah. Okay, can I pick? Somebody else is dying too. Good. I didn't summon you. Dismiss for now. I don't want to drag you around. I don't need a summon that's labeled wide load. Throw to lure non-blood sworn enemies. Okay. Was hoping I could dodge out of that in time. Weapon enhancements will help. Sure. And then you can use alchemy to enhance it thereafter. I'll accept the request. Yeah, teleport me out. That random stormtrooper almost dealt more damage.
You're here, too. It seems our
Oh, you're the ones that killed me. I shouldn't have taken that.
blood.
That's a lot of range. Really? I could barely stand up after that. That's not just wrecked, that's embarrassing. I'll try a different travel point. Ugh. Not the ads! No. Stop summoning the Discord mod! You know, I've seen multiple female NPCs. Why are you the one with all of the titty physics? Go away. I'll forget to summon you again, don't worry. Running out of time. Let's see if I pass. There was no culling. Okay, so do I drop again, or... Okay, I'll try someplace different. I'll go here. Center stage with a double overlap. Yep. Ritual sites. This when they start to appear. Okay. Okay, so I guess wait till it reaches the shining dot. Those are not other players when I fought the Headless Horse thing? No, this is still the Battle of Remembrance. These are all NPCs, unless I'm mistaken. Might be reachable. Sure, I'll take that. Large corpses, only the first one counts, though. The rooftops are not earning me that much virtue. I had one interaction. I need to focus on getting back down to ground level. Probably not here, though. Go on, peel off a couple. I can't see what's happening. What the... Kin advancement, okay. So I can boost my summons. You're the one I'm worried about. God damn. Mutually assured destruction. Somebody needs to rein in that pit bull. Cupcake's on a rampage. One day I will use you. Not today.
I've been looking for you.
Oh, have you?
I have a proposal.
Pajama Sam.
Let's combine our strengths tonight. We're already acquainted, after all.
Alliance requested. Ugh. Check partner details. No alliances for the final phase. It's winner takes all, so. Petition for an alliance. Right. You know what? Sure. Set somebody else on fire for once. No friendly fire. Okay. Whoever decides to break up loses a chunk of their HP.
I am Yan of the Blood Hands. Let us seek virtue together.
Payanasam, got it. Defeat Bloods? They're throwing so much crap at me all at once. I feel like I can't learn anything because it's just too much information to start with. Requires level, max use... Fuck it, give me the first one. Ritual Sight, Virtue, okay. Need to avoid desertion. So where are we going? We're already in the site, technically. I think. Hold. Swear it. Who's shooting at us? Round 2, sniper! Sniper, no sniping! You got it? Oh yeah, my summon got it. Sharing sword virtue. Good to know that transfers. Alrighty. But they can still respawn. It's not the final phase. Okay, I guess that's good enough again. I'm doing a lot of guessing because I just don't know things. It's a lot of information being thrown at you all at once. Sword, pledge, flame, total virtue of 14. Right. If your virtue number is displayed in red at the end of the phase, you will be called. Okay, so it's not a number I'm missing, it's a color. I'll go left this time. Weast. Send me Weast! And of course, Senator Samir, the character I wanted to play, is currently dominating, with more than me and the next guy's score combined. Come on, minion. I'll keep you active now. Until I forget again. Leopard? Didn't even spot you. Do I have time to finish this leopard first? I guess not. Good luck at that trespasser. Leap forward, melting away into darkness, or power of blood. I'll take Defense King Stagger, yeah. Albert! The Light of Haern. Okay, so that's what the left on the D-pad's gonna be for. Right? Okay, but what do?
Light.
I'll give it a try in a fight, I suppose. I'm still not sure what it did exactly. It's a Masenko. Got it. One item drop for that mob. Well, our number is still not red, so I feel like we're fine for the culling stage at least. I gotta moderate. There we go. Get that out of my way. I'm trying to see the game. I like to watch myself lose, please and thank you. Ritual site, right. Pretty much above us, or no, in here. Redstones and goldstones. Rock plinths can be found around ritual sites. Either redstone or goldstone can be claimed from a plinth. Redstone is sword, goldstone pledge. Observe? Now, in the middle of a fight? What do you think you're teaching me? I feel like I had no hand in that. I don't deserve that. I'm close to getting... I don't... He's my ally, it's fine. I'm just confused. I guess that means I'm in first place now? I guess? And now it's time for the grand finale. Duel to the death for everybody. Okay, I think I had the most virtue in that, but it doesn't really seem to pan out in terms of just raw power. Yeah, I have a lead over my former ally by 6. I thought there was a 4th person in here. Ugh. The Grail grants each Bloodsworn 2 lives, so you have to kill everybody twice. And you can die once, if you plan on winning. Bonus HP for your virtue. I guess that's the point of grinding it so particularly.
The moon tears will be mine. Our time has come.
Back to you and me, Pajama Sam. Yeah, I need an opening to actually summon my kin and see what's happening. I'm stuck in a wall. God damn it. I thought I get 2 lives. I'd like to be able to see what's happening. It's like I'm not even facing the wall when I get pinned in it. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm stuck. I can't fucking move. I get staggered with burn. I can't dodge out of it. I'm surprised I even placed at all, never mind placing second. This is frustrating. Pajama Sam! I will have my revenge on you. I'm frustrated, honestly. I feel like... Okay. I put the controller down a little hard, okay? I'm frustrated. Because I feel like they're giving you 10 million fucking pieces of information all at once. They're not explaining how they all connect. I have no idea how the different things feed into each other. The systems, it's like 10 different parallel things. How do they help me? How do they help each other? I have no fucking idea. It's like, I placed second. I have no clue how I got that far. I have no idea how I got that high. It's guesswork. I've been playing for almost an hour and a half, and I feel like I'm just blind firing light attacks, mixing in some random crap I find along the way, and it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, you go back to Dark Souls 1, you go back to basically any of the single-player FromSoft games. Again, I don't know Night Rain, but you go back to any of the single-player FromSoft games with multiplayer on the side, it's like, there's a gradual introduction of systems. You learn along the way. Here, it's like, we're prepping you for multiplayer. It's going to be all or nothing from the minute 1, so... Baptism by fire. I don't like it. It feels like there's too much information all at once. Is this meant for Night Rain players? Are these all parallels to systems they have and they would know? Because as somebody who focuses on the single-player story-based Souls games... I'm overwhelmed. I'm frustrated. Okay, you were level 16. I was level 16. Layla didn't even show up in the final battle. So I guess she didn't survive the culling? Which MK fighter are you reminding me of? Devora? No, that's an insult to Devora. Sorry. Devora's not a sniper. But yeah, you had fucking nothing. Okay, I guess I'll return to the House of Night. I got through that Battle of Remembrance. I don't know if I need to place first in order to count as clearing it. Survive the culling and experience the final battle, Moon Blood Bestowal. It doesn't get a check mark, so I guess you need to win in order to count as finishing that. Do I try again? Because, like, we've got 2.5 hours left of this session for the beta, but I'm honestly frustrated. I'll try again. I'll try at least one more time. You know, as long as we're loading into this, I should do a nepotism hire. Hang on. While you're here, can I mod you? You now have authority. Please abuse it. Okay, it's the same pop-ups. Just go through it quickly. Yeah. Start me in the middle. Like, okay, you're still here. Like, I know you're not a Night Rain player, but in terms of other Souls games, all these systems, am I crazy? Is this overwhelming? There is no Light Yagami emote. I'll work on that. It does seem like a lot, not gonna... Okay, I'm not completely crazy yet. Instantly dead at level 1. Is that leopard still here? I'd like to ram my head straight into that brick wall. Really? You barely touched me. You just walked forward. Was that an attack? Really? Fucking hell. To be honest, you've got no fucking clue what's going on. His aura killed me. You know what? That's called stench. Somebody needs to give that pussy a bath. And it's not gonna be me. Oh boy, a hangman. I'll try to get you some levels before I summon you. I think that's how it works. Yeah, I know how to summon, thank you. Oh yeah, I'm barely crotch high on this guy. I'm definitely a manlet. The tallest have spoken.
into the night's embrace.
You again! I see you. These interrupts are infuriating. I still don't understand why FromSoft would go with the Switch on this. Apparently somebody at Nintendo was very enthusiastic. No, these aren't even real players. This is still the Battle of Remembrance. These are NPCs. It's probably scripted that they have the sniper find you early on. And the sniper doesn't even make it to the final phase. Sure, answer the request. Like, I want to get through the Battle of Remembrance so I can at least learn the basics before I try multiplayer. But I feel like that's not going to happen. This just seems unnecessarily unfair. Like, they're trying to teach you to be aware of your environment, that other players will gank you, I guess? But I'm giving the game a lot of leeway with that guessing. Yeah, I can't even get out of the air juggle. One combo, I'm fucking dead. Doesn't help that it seems like lag kills me more than anything else. I don't know if that's lag or it's just stagger. Okay. Okay, that's phase one. It seems to me like there's a delay between me hitting them and their stagger animation kicking. It feels like I get staggered instantly and the NPCs don't. I'm not sure if that'll carry across to actual players, but there's more NPCs than players, especially for this section. I'm lower level than last time. I don't have an alliance. Could go either way. We'll see. Seems like the NPCs generally don't have a way to figure out how to deal with you if you have a quadruple jump, so maybe for NPC farming I should just focus on air jumps, because what are they gonna do with it?
I've been looking for you. I have a proposal.
Oh, now we get the allegiance.
Let's combine our
You know what? Sure, it's one less person to fight for now.
We're already acquainted, after all.
Air superiority. You know what? Sure. Confederates, Fellowship medals. Use to be transported. Okay, so you can use them as a teleport point. Got it.
The blood hands. Let us seek virtue together.
What's this small one? We're heading further away from where we should be, probably. Is that another kin improvement? I've already forgotten what the glass saber charm does, so I'll try mirror charm. Yeah, you got a generous lunge when you're doing those air jumps too, so why not? Is this or Mortal Shell 2? I was having more fun in the Mortal Shell 2 beta so far. Like, there was a boss in Mortal Shell after you lose your first shell and you're just fighting as yourself, basically, and it's like, you're dying in 3 hits, I was getting my shit pushed in, I was still having fun. The boss felt like a good fight. Here, I still not sure I feel like I understand any of the fights more than any other. It's just like, get far away, deal damage when you rush in, and then back away again. I hate to say it's generic, but it doesn't feel like it has as much personality as I'd want for a Souls-like. Never mind Souls itself. Ritual sites, I'll go. Just let me check this out first. There's nothing. Right. Stop! Your NPCs... Your summons can block the door. Of course they have collision. Why not? I don't want to take the stairs. I was trying to be cheesy. Get back here, you overgrown pimple. Sure, give me the attack power. Yeah. Stop blocking me! Your allies have collision, your summons have collision. You're interrupting me in the middle of a jump with this. God damn. There is no way to the fight. The only time I feel weight is when I get staggered. Senator Samir has the most virtue yet again, okay. I feel no difference from it. I feel like there's going to be even a snowball's chance in hell of me actually finishing the final phase. It's just going to be luck with my AI NPC summon crap. Because I felt like I was doing okay in the final phase of the previous attempt. But I got staggered, I got stuck in walls, I couldn't do anything. I lost my health bonus after the first fall, so I don't think Pajama Sam went down once. I would have had to kill him twice, and I couldn't kill him once. Another one? And you get a delayed jump midair. Of course you do. Why not? The tracking on this guy moves before he actually finishes his teleport. Jump, you useless crap! Like, I know I was using a heavy attack, but I was trying to cancel out. Is the bullet sound delayed on my end as well? It feels like there's a small delay. I'm not sure. Sure, I'll take the request. Oh, of course, you have a breast expansion ult. What was I expecting? Chesticles. Oh, she's about to get chesticularly punted. Yeah, unfortunately it can't last. Charge attacks, I'm using a lot of jumps, I'll take jump resistance. For a big guy, that NPC feels super useless. I think this shield he's giving me with his singing is probably the big thing, and his actual damage is useless. I think. Age doesn't even retain aggro. Samir again? Same place? Okay. It is a remembrance of battle. I'll claim this. Gives me a virtue, I think. Virtue fire. Flame virtue, excuse me. Swear it, hold. He doesn't even retain aggro. I feel like he's just doing his own thing. Dropping the people's elbow when he feels like it. He doesn't have to drop it far either. Allies just fucked off, I guess. We'll pass to the next phase, but I feel like we're too weak. We're not going to be able to win the fight. I wonder if they all get custom lines, depending on what your allegiances are. My NPC is not going to be able to save me in the final fight, because last time I think my summon was level 24. This one's level 3. Okay, I'm being beckoned. Let's see what happens now. I'm going to forget Samir for now. I'm going to team up with him to take on Pajama Sam, assuming they don't team up to kill me. I just said I was going to work on Pajama Sam first. What am I doing? That'll help. Focus Sam. I'm getting bored by Reptile. Goody. Okay, I need to kill him one more time. Nice lunge! Oh, come on! What is the range on your charge? I can't even get up, can I? I'm not gonna get my Estus back in time. I can't... And you've got that infinite range crap. Yeah. Range? Yes. Hey, at least I got my summon back right on spawn. Let me dodge, you fucking bastard. Yep. Even though I win, I feel like I don't deserve that. I'm just spamming crap. There was no learning patterns. It's just an NPC trying to be annoying. Outcome 2, yay. Already been through this, but I guess I won this time. It doesn't feel good. Maybe it would feel better against actual players, but against NPCs, at least from this Battle of Remembrance, this feels arcadey in the worst way, yeah. It feels like if they tried to make an emo Earth Defense Force as a battle royale, but everybody has to play Lancer. Actually, no, that sounds better than this. The sigil is etched in a Bloodsworn's bloodline, announcing one's destiny. In this battle remembrance, you will learn of a sigil known as the Sigil of a Sworn Enemy. Okay, I guess I'll try the last Battle of Remembrance. We'll see what's going on with it. A medieval fantasy EDF would be so fucking good. Yeah, you remember the stories of Argonia getting invaded by Oblivion, and then Argonia invaded back? The Dremora were shitting bricks over Black Marsh. Basically that. Sigil of a Sworn Enemy. Sigils bind Bloodsworn to one another in various ways. On this night, the Sigil of a Sworn Enemy is etched into Albert. Locate and defeat the sworn enemy to earn virtue. So I guess this gives you a priority target, so... bonus virtue if you kill one specific other person. In the network test, each Bloodsworn has a unique sigil, and sigils can be turned on and off in the Select Bloodsworn menu. In the full releases, sigils are a category of character customization. Fine, okay. I guess that was picked for me. Now I'm imagining a more arcadey sax heel demon slaying simulator. That sounds more fun than this. Fuck. R on the info screen, right. Sigil perfume? What does this do? Okay, I get 2 more uses. I feel like this doesn't have to be a full round. This could have been introduced prior to having to go through the full 4 phases. Do I need the perfume active in order to get that? We'll see.
The sigil speaks. Tonight we are sworn foes. The wounds we have inflicted are many. Let us reflect upon this blood-forged fate.
Gain the power of blood, okay. So virtue, and it gives you a roguelite power-up. I'll take the HP. Completion earns virtue. At dusk, new sigils can take shape in response to the sigils of other Bloodsworn, so... Do you have to migrate between various sworn enemies, or... some other rotation? Maybe they just didn't want you to have to do the long haul for the finale of the Battles of Remembrance, because I could imagine that also being frustrating. Now we're out quick. Okay, that's all the Battles of Remembrance. I was saying I want to do at least one multiplayer game with actual human players. Now we've learned the basics of the system. I feel like I haven't learned anything at all, but... Ads again? Okay, let me know when the ads are over. Let me know when the ads are over before I start another round. Okay. It is annoying. I just went through a 4-stage tutorial, and I feel like I've learned effectively nothing. It's like, I get it, it's a beta, they don't have all the onboarding stuff ready. You're back? Okay. I was just saying, like, even after going through a 4-step tutorial, I feel like I've learned basically nothing. The general mechanics, aside from the quad jump and the air dash, feels like it could be any Souls game. But it's floatier, it's lighter, it's more arcadey. Like, I'm trying not to be pessimistic about this, but I already knew going in, this is going to be multiplayer focused. It's like Night Rain. I never played Night Rain because that's not really tempting me. But I wanted to give this a shot because it's supposed to be closer to Bloodborne. It's like, the one character you have to use for every Battle of Remembrance, they use their gun for damage, not for parries. If you want to parry, you use your shield. Timing on the shield is a pain in the ass. I'm not sure if that's just something on my end skill-wise, or if that's a delay because it's a beta test. I don't know. But I went through the full tutorial. I came out rank 1, beating all the NPCs, the bots for the final phase, and I still feel like that was a struggle at the end. Is that just because I don't understand the systems? I feel like I know as much going out of the tutorial as I did, I don't know, maybe slightly more coming out of the tutorial than I did going in, but slight. So I'm going to try using, I guess, the Dino Vorus with the Spirit Bird. And I'll try at least one fight with real players. Commendation Virtue? What? Bloodfang Commendation, Collector Virtue. At the end of each phase, Virtue is awarded to the top 2 Bloodsworn in each Commendation category. This is Overwatch. More systems, still. I've been playing for 2 hours, and they're still adding more systems. At the beginning, it's all front-loaded. Okay, so there's an Overwatch-style commendation system. Got it. At least when Overwatch was multiplayer-centric, and they still had the illusions of going back to single-player one of these days, at least Rule 34 gave them content. So far, I feel like the Hat Lady's the only one that's gonna get that kind of treatment here. The characters just aren't anything to latch onto. Not yet, at least. Maybe Albert, if you want to go the hentai protag jokes, but... Zork also had its charm. Okay, I'm being dismissive. The characters do generally have their charms. The only one that... can't even remember half their names. Zork, Samir, Albert, the Sniper, the Hat Lady, and I guess Jan, aka Pajama Sam. But it's not as strong as a first impression as you get out of something like Bloodborne. So it's a hero roguelike battle royale. Yeah, and then make it M-rated. that's kinda it. Defeating enemies contributes to the Bloodfang commendation. All enemies are legitimate targets. Acquiring items, yada yada. The rarer the item, greater contribution. Okay, so find items, kill enemies, kill other players if you get a virtue out of it, so check your sigils. Declare for certain It is a lot up front. The hardest of passes on this. Yeah. I'm still gonna do one multiplayer run, but if I wanted Bloodborne again, I think I'd just go back to my PS4. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Hopefully I muted. Ugh. If I just want more Bloodborne, there's progress being made on PS4 emulation of Bloodborne on PC. Hell, there's PS5 emulation advancements on PC right now, so... One multiplayer session. I'll try at least one. We'll see how it works. I think there's also supposed to be, there's casual and, I guess, ranked, or... Oop. Ranked isn't available in the test. Good. Let the suffering begin. Yeah. How many more tutorial pop-ups do you have? I still haven't started the first multiplayer game. Okay, so this, you don't have to go solo into the final round. You get locked into duos, I guess. Just standard. Yeah. Okay, so start matchmaking. I wonder if they allow duplicate heroes, or... duplicate heroes. Bloodsworn hunters. Yeah. Probably gonna have to be everyone's unique with all that dialogue they were, seemingly alluding to earlier. Three Samirs, 2 Pajama Sams, and 2 Snipers. 1 Albert. 2 of them didn't even name their characters, they're just spirit. And this is a new map, god fucking damn it. Okay. Time for the agony! Well, now that we're actually in multiplayer, no more tooltip pop-ups. You're supposed to react. You live long enough to see FromSoft's first L. Oh, I think if you want a real L, you have to go back to something like Kingsfield when the games were barely even held together. But yeah, this is a contender. Like, if you want some fighting words, I'll give you something very offensive. I got into the first closed beta for Horizon Hunter's Gathering. I think I was having more fun with that than I am this. No, not that one. Not yet. I don't have a summon. Yeah, Horizon Hunter's Gathering, like, the forced multiplayer structure even when you solo queue. I don't think there's a way to do it even without bots, so... Like, the roguelike elements were not as overwhelming, they didn't have as many disparate systems by comparison. You know what? I'm not fighting you right now. Yoink. Didn't even see you behind me. Avoided the poison, though. Well, now I can use my Saurian form. That's a start. Yeah, Horizon's Hunter Gathering, unfortunately, that was NDA'd out the ass. I could not stream that. But I could at least see the appeal. I played more than one live multiplayer session. One purpose. Can I get this before you pelt me with another one? Okay, Poison Affinity. That's a start. Sure, we'll do an alliance. Oh, goody. You. Instantly downed. And I heard that one is getting some big overhaul after the feedback they got. Yeah, it's like, I'm saying better than this. I'm still not saying it's something I would have paid money for. Could I actually hover over the other player in the alliance to teleport to them? Or is this spirit trespasser in the way?
Gentle light, shine upon the master.
I have 0 virtues. If there's a culling phase 1, I'm not going to get through it. Where is it? It's below me? I'm dead again. Yep. 2 hits. I didn't even get thrown with that 3rd hit. Just done. Done. Yeah, dead. Fuck. I have no virtues. There's no way I survive phase 2. I have a summon. I have my ability online. I've gained levels, but I don't have virtue. I don't think anybody aside from Vati Vidya and a handful of other lore channels is going to care that this game even has lore. Because I'm not engaging with the main gameplay. I don't want the lore as a bonus. I want to understand what's happening at all. Like, just give me a simplified explanation. Sure, I'll take the request, because nothing else is giving me virtue right now. I might as well try it. I'm dead. How many ticks? Yeah, dead. It's always that damn frog. There's that cavalryman and the frog. Those are the 2 things you get summoned for. I don't know if there's more in the beta, but I haven't seen them. I just turned into a dinosaur and I'm still... I turned into a motherfucking dinosaur with a free charge attack that could also potentially eat my enemy instantly, and I'm not having fun. How did I even get that air stagger? The blood vials are worse than Bloodborne! Why would you slow down healing even more than Bloodborne? Ads again. You're missing nothing. Okay, ritual site. Where? Following the compass, I'm going for the gold. Welcome back. You've missed effectively nothing, that I understand at least. Well, my virtue number isn't in red, so I guess that means I could theoretically pass to the third phase. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Yep. Cancel out of the animation, for fuck's sake. Was that all of my dodges going off at once? Okay, I survived the culling. Is there anybody lower than me? $14. I'll take it, sure. Who's left? Yeah, I'm bottom 2. Makes perfect sense. I don't know what the culling requirement's going to be here, at least 23, considering everybody else's numbers were in white. It wants you to chase with lock-ons. You can't just blind fire into this. It wants you to lunge. It's annoying. Left co-op battle? I never left! I was on the bridge trying to find room to heal! Connect- wait, what? That menu went too quick for me to see. I know I pressed A through it. I was in the middle of a fight. I was pushing buttons. First real multiplayer game. Didn't even get to finish. I didn't fail out. I didn't fail the culling. Just something disconnected? Maybe? I have no fucking idea. I gave it the good old college try, now drop out. I'm gonna at least take every character to the training dummy once to see what their deal is. So I've tried Albert and Samir now. Who else is left? 4 options. Bloodhand Jan. You get a scripted loss to this guy, so I guess he's supposed to be somewhat of import. Okay, let's go to the courtyard. I'm willing to give bad games a chance if I'm still having fun. I platinumed Babylon's Fall. Twice! Technically, PS4 version and PS5 version had a certain degree of shared progress, but you had to go through the story twice! Ugh! I played that game until it shut down. I gave it a chance because it was platinum. I gave this a chance because it's From. Yeah, there's nothing so unique about him that's grabbing me, really. It's nice that he has a free flamethrower with his stigmata, but that's not a selling point for me. I tried it. Okay. Let's go find another character. I almost said another hero. I should not be saying that in a FromSoft game. That feels dirty. Hat Lady. Hold ZL multiple blades. I didn't check what the other guy's ability was. Hold ZL. Okay, his thing was the flamethrower. I know about that. Okay. Okay, Kung Lao, let's see what you got. That has ammo as well. You're throwing 3 blades, and you don't reload it. I guess you just regen it. You don't need to go for the heavy version holding either. Maybe with character customization, having more variety in their base weapons or projectiles would help, but I'm not feeling it here. I feel like all the characters are fundamentally the same with like 2, maybe 3 differences. It could be more pronounced once you level up because their stats are predetermined per character, but they're not really jumping out at me right now. They do kind of feel samey. It's not just me. Okay. Special actions. You get an evasive attack like Samir and ZL plus precision. Yeah. Sniper. Dirty. I like the dual katars as well. Like, a rogue having a close-range option as well as their sniper rifle? Okay, I get it. I understand. I get the concept. Sniping's a good job, mate. I don't know. I think this one's just mental illness. Is there a way to manually reload, or do I have to empty the clip? Okay, you can manually reload as well. Good. A lot less damage off those Katars. They want you using the sniper for the sniper character. No shit. You can't break out the gun mid-combo either, because you get stuck in those strings. It won't even let you try to take out your ranged weapon, which... I feel like that could be a way to actually deal with enemies encroaching on you mid-combo, but it is also a long animation to get it out and then put it away again. For how arcadey it is, I feel like the animation cancelling's not tight enough. Okay, there's only one character I have left to try, and it's Zork, so... I guess we're going back to, not Duelist Kingdom, but, you know, King of Games. There's better combos in Swords and Slippers, and that's a Gunner game? Gunner game. I know what you're talking about, though. I saw there Rapunzel has possessed hair. It's a blonde Bayonetta, say less. Maybe not quite that, but I can have hope. Gunner, yes. I tried Samir, I was disappointed with his dinosaur. It's like, you give me the option to bull rush my enemies with a dinosaur form, I can throw spirit birds at them, I have a pimp cane that doubles as a sword. Senator, like, I can even make political jokes here. I already made Armstrong earlier. Senator should have my name written all over him, but I was annoyed trying to run him. Her hair eats people. Well, that's basically summoning Gamora. Sigil of Love Ephemeral. I feel like I should love Samir, but none of these characters are clicking with me right now. Sure, I'll try Zork. Paired with a spear gun, for ranged attacks, hold ZL, charged attack with spear gun. Okay. Like, okay, the dodge roll, or the landing roll on this guy, it feels different than the other characters. But the other 5, when it comes to mobility, I haven't felt any meaningful difference yet. This guy feels the most different so far. And he's still moving at approximately the same pace. Just a slower roll on landing. That's it? Diablo 4 levels of subtle stat changes. I think I'd rather go back to Diablo 4 than this. My brother-in-law got me the first DLC. I already have it, so... like, this guy's slower generally, but his movement for the overworld overwhelmingly the same. Like, one, two, three, four. Like, he's not more limited in terms of multiple jumps or air dashes. He feels slower, but only to a point. It's like there's not enough of a difference between the characters. And they brought 6 of them for the beta. I don't know how many are going to be in the full game. Supposedly, at least double. D4 wasn't a bad game, just poor replay value. I would say that, as somebody who played on hardcore all the way to Uber Lilith before they changed that fight over and the hardcore mechanics in general, I don't know if it's a replay thing. It might just be a systems thing whereby... How to put it? The first playthrough of Diablo 4 is grindy, and they had to do updates, I think 2 seasons in, before they were like, okay, you can keep your map uncovered on other characters. It's like, I'm not gaining anything by keeping the Fog of War on for every new character. I don't want to do all of the shrines. I don't want to find them all over again. I've already had them marked on the map. But it's still annoying to do the first time. It's like, okay, I need to do my busy work, and then I can play the game. You had more fun in D3 seasons. I don't think I was that checked in on D3 base game. I went back with some Reaper of Souls stuff. And I barely touched seasons in D4 or D3. Let me think. What was the last season I played in Diablo 4? Was it 3 or 4? Ads again, damn it. Yeah, I need to figure out what's going wrong with Streamlabs, Stream Elements, or something's wrong with my plugins. I'm not getting notifications on ads. Excuse me. Yeah, I've been playing for 2.5 hours. We've been streaming for a bit over 3, and I'm not excited to play more. I'm just tired, and I feel like if I go into another game, I'm going to be frustrated. So... what was I saying before? Seasons, Diablo, right, that's what I was talking about. I mostly play on, Word. Why am I losing words now? You're back? Okay. I don't usually play on Seasonal Realms. I go for Eternal, generally. And if you're on Eternal, you're missing out on the gimmicks for it, so just you rely on the base game mechanics, and... I feel like the base game has a lot of chores in terms of gameplay, though. It's, how to put this politely? Should I even be polite? I felt like the story was getting in the way of the game for the majority of the time, and they put a lot of emphasis on the story in Diablo 4. I feel like D3 allowed you to feel overpowered. Yeah, I said this before, I'll say it again. Diablo 3 let you be a glorified lawnmower, and hell was grass. Plus it gave you fun ways to modify your skills. Yeah, again, I haven't been back to Diablo 4 in... I don't even know how many years now. It's been a... D4 took itself way too seriously. The best part of D4 was when it just let you ignore the story. If you want to say the best part of the story, it's the cinematics. It's not actually the stuck in-game, talking to NPCs, doing busy work for them. It was the hell sequence. Nothing to do with Lilith was on the same level as watching an angel just mop up mobs in hell. The fact they didn't let us kill that priest lady. I still don't know how she... I could go on a spiel for Diablo 4. I'm gonna resist that urge right now. I'm already mad at Duskbloods. You'll never forgive the French for that? French Canadians, maybe. Still Activision. I'm gonna milk that one as long as I can. Everybody has the same bite animation as well. Does this guy even have a mouth? He has a beak. If you told me this was a Bloodborne skin for Night Rain, I'd believe you. And I'm not tempted to play Night Rain, so I'm probably not going to be tempted to give Duskbloods any more time, so... You know what? Which menu is it? Two and a half hours. I gave it a more than fair chance. Yeah, I don't know how soon they're planning on dropping this. They're still targeting 2026. Can't all be winners, unfortunately. Yeah, I'd recommend Dark Souls 2 before this. How far am I willing to go? Am I willing to say go to Kingsfield before this? I know of Kingsfield. I've still not played Kingsfield to this day. I know it's historic for FromSoft, but I know them from Armored Core and Dark Souls, so... I think I'd rather go into their ancient archives and try Kingsfield than play more Duskbloods. Maybe if somebody could actually simplify the learning process and just give a real tutorial instead of throwing you an hour solid of tooltips, that would probably help. People say Dragon's Dogma 1 had an overwhelming opener. And don't get me wrong, it was a very dense opener, with a lot of things to go over, a lot of mechanics, a lot of systems. But it was not as bad as this. And also, Dragon's Dogma 1, for its overwhelming opener, was in 2012! That's when FromSoft was working on, what was it, Dark Souls 1? Dark Souls 2? I think 2. DD1 was at least fun. It was. And if I want my Bloodborne fix, I think I'd be better off going back to Dragon's Dogma 1 Dark Arisen instead of Duskbloods. Like I've said before, I think Dark Arisen scratches my personal itch more than Bloodborne. It's not even close with Duskbloods. It's like an anemic triple amputee using their last limb to flip off fucking Brock Lesnar. Like, you think you are in Bloodborne Shadow? Oh, dearie, you are not even in the same dimension. Never mind ballpark. This is just abusive. I don't know what I'm going to do to wash the taste of this one out of my mouth. This is not for Bloodborne fans. This is for Night Rain people that want a Bloodborne skin. This is infuriating. But yeah, I gave it 2.5 hours. I was here from the minute it went live. I was here in-game 3 minutes before the demo was supposed to be live, before they had the working network warnings active. I was in there as soon as physically possible. I wanted to like it. Try some Veilguard to wash the bad taste. Oh dear, that was free on PS Plus last year. I think I actually have it. Ugh. There's actually a part of me curious enough to think, okay, I played the previous 3 Dragon Age games, maybe I'll finish the story. That's more likely than me playing more Duskbloods. You know, Dustborn was on sale for like $1.50 the other day. I'd probably play that over this. At least Dustborn I could have fun mocking. Duskbloods, yeah, you have it too, but there's no way you're installing that onto your system. There's easier ways to give your console aids. Yeah, I was worrying about whether or not I'd be playing more of this on Sunday and if that would interfere with my raid plans from Monday and Wednesday. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Maybe I'll watch some YouTube videos. I'm sure somebody will have an explanation, and they'll try to communicate it better than the actual in-game tutorials did. Like, there's a part of me that's thinking, it's a FromSoft game. There's fun in here somewhere, right? I couldn't find it. But that's the optimist in me trying to come out. I need to beat that back down. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Let me just make this decisive. Close you. Manage software. Delete. Goodbye. I was camping the queue to get a code for this thing. I don't know how likely it was to get one. I don't know how many people are actually active on it, but goddamn. I had hope. That was my first mistake. Oh, okay. Well, that settles that for Duskbloods. I guess we'll be back on Monday at our usual time slot. We're doing the Annihilate Terror Raid, so I have to switch my recording setup back over to the Switch 1 from the Switch 2. But we're doing the Annihilate Raid. I still have to finish farming the marked Mankeys and the rest of the family. After that, hopefully we can do the Farigiraf Raid while that's live as well, so I can jump into King Gambit while it's timely. Just Pokemon Scarlet and Violet stuff to catch up on. I'm doing the grinding off stream. We can get straight to the fun stuff once we're hanging out together. So, Terror Raids are planned for Monday and ideally Wednesday, Annihilate and Farigiraf respectively. I want to do Pokopia as well. Excuse me. I want to do Pokopia as well while the Milotic event is still live, so I can recruit Feebas and Milotic from my neighborhood. And I'm going to be time traveling for that as well, because the event started, I want to say, on the 13th, and I don't know how much of a grind it is to get all the Prism scales for the event-exclusive items. So I'll be going to... I don't want to guarantee a day on Pokopia. I'm only guaranteeing 2 days of streaming next week right now. So minimum 2 days. I'm aiming to get Pokopia in there for a third. We're going to be doing at least 2 days of Terror Raiding. And hopefully we can get the Feebas Milotic event in Pokopia. We will be back at our regular time on Monday. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I know we had a big drop-off from the start of stream where as soon as the beta went live, we had like 10 times as many people in here as there are right now. I appreciate everybody that stopped by, even if it was just for a moment, just to check out the beta for a second. I wish I could have shared a better game with you, but thank you for stopping by. I hope you had a good time. Thank you, Suboptimal, and hopefully you enjoy your new mod privileges. Crack the whip. Use them terribly. Use them wickedly. And I've already told you the plans for next stream and ideally next week, so I guess it's time to catch some shut-eye and hopefully migrate over to a better previous FromSoft game. Save yourself. Let me suffer on your behalf. Maybe somebody that actually knows what they're doing could have played that game properly. Nope, that's the optimism again. Clearly delusional. Okay. We'll be back soon. I will catch you then. Until then, ciao for now. The sun sets on Duskblood, and a blood moon's rising. To my aggravator that rant, that sounds like I'm on my own blood moon. Period pain when?